Hello, modern Canadian living enthusiasts. Welcome back to another little video. It's been a while. As you can see behind me, we got snow on the ground. Things have changed, and that's what we're going to talk about today. We got lots of updates. We got a surprise, and we did a thing, so we'll tell you all about it. So make sure to stick around because we're going to talk about it right after the intro. So, welcome back. It's been a while. As you can probably tell, I'm walking in the woods. That's right, I'm going in the forest. Always something to do here. And right now, it's, cleaning up some of the trees that have fallen. Especially the ones that have fallen on the fence line and crushed it a little bit. So that's what I'm headed off to do right now. But while I'm walking there, might as well fill you in. So the broilers, that season has come to an end. The tractors have been put away for the winter. The tarps have been taken off. The dog kennel chicken tractor has been disassembled and stuck in the garage for storage, along with the turkey tractors that have had the tarps removed, and they are sitting out in the fields ready for next season. We've also continued work on the new chicken runs, and they have been going well. The only thing that we have left to do is finish fixing the roof. I want to add some more bracing, make sure that it supports the weight of the snow and keeps the water flowing down and out of the runs and not into the runs. We don't want any pockets in the roof. And then the last thing for the new chicken runs and coops and our existing chicken run and coops is putting the pretty river stone all around it. But with the snow on the ground, as you can see, that's going to have to wait till next spring. So I'm going to go cut some wood. But for you guys, it's just going to be a quick jump to our next leg of the video. See you soon. So with the trees all cleaned up, time to go over to the coops and runs and clean them out. We still reset once a week. We empty the coops into the runs, spread that all around, add some new bedding, and make sure that the birds are all comfy and cozy. As you can see, the runs are doing much better. The new 5 coops and runs have been completed. We have the covers on for winter. The lights are all around. The only thing that's really remaining to do is to put the gravel, as you can see, the decorative rocks, all around the bottom. But that'll be a job for spring. Something to note, especially for winter, ventilation. Whoop, there we go. Got to point to it right up there. So though the runs are sealed up, and we have some new roosters that want to say hi. They want to be like ghosts. So make sure you subscribe, turn on those YouTube notifications so you don't miss their crows, right? We don't want to miss them. Like I was saying, groups are all wrapped. Everything is protected, but ventilation is important. So there are areas that have vents, and then along the back, let's see if we can get a shot. There you go. All up top there, the air can flow out all along. We don't want drafts in the coops. We want to make sure that we have proper ventilation without having, wind and the weather affect them. So when you're winterizing your coops, make sure that you don't just put lights, but you also set up good ventilation like we have up top, just to keep the birds happy and healthy. I'm going to get back to cleaning out, and then we'll move on to our next adventure and show you all what else we've been up to. All right, so chicken chores are done. And the keen-eyed among you may have noticed that I was wearing PPE, personal protection equipment. Doesn't matter what livestock you have. If you got goats, if you got sheep, if you got cows, if you got pigs, if you got horses, if you got chickens, turkeys, anything of the sort. It's very important to wear the personal protective equipment when you're cleaning out their areas. Especially when it comes to birds, like we have chickens, turkeys, things like that. You got to make sure that you don't get sick yourself, right? Because if you get sick, then your family members are going to be stuck taking care of the chickens and turkeys or whatever other livestock you have, and they're probably not going to be too happy about it, especially if they weren't involved in the process, right? They do it because they're family, but it may not be what they really want to do. So do yourself a favor. Make sure you don't get sick. We don't want any chicken or bird-related respiratory problems for us humans here. So we wear masks when we do deep cleanings. We wear gloves. We wear all sorts of things just to keep ourselves safe. So, pro tip for you, right? But as you can see, the coops and runs have been reset. So we pull what's in the coops out, put it down in the run. We do add some extra if they need it. And you can see it's the same thing for all the groups. Hello, we got a lady up there. So I'm going to say hi. She wants to be a star. So this is how we do it. Doesn't matter if it's spring, if it's summer, winter, fall. We pull everything from the coops out into the run as we do the deep bedding method. Chickens love it. They stir it all up, pick up any seeds and stuff that are left, and it just helps turn it into compost. You can see some of it's already changing to dirt. So we do this. It also provides a little bit of extra heat for the chickens during the winter. So doing the deep bedding method like we do, as compost does get a little warm, as it's composting and doing its thing, this does provide some supplemental floor heat for the birds in the winter. We don't use any heaters in the coops or runs when it gets cold. The chickens acclimate, and more importantly than that, we don't want to risk fire or damage or death to anyone. Too many horror stories about, heat lamps and heat plates getting knocked over and starting fires and losing things, right? So we choose not to do that here, but the deep bedding method definitely helps. So with that out of the way, we've also got our tractors. The turkey tractor and chicken tractors have been cleaned up, put away. The small ones have been taken apart, like I've mentioned, put in the garage for storage. The big one, like this one here, this turkey tractor, we've removed the tarps, removed the feeders, and all the rest of it. It will stay out here near the chickens, ready for next year, with our fake-friendly owl up there. Helps keep predators away, right? Speaking of keeping predators away, we did a thing. So as we're growing here at Modern Canadian Living, we're getting more chickens and we got different breeds, and our broiler season is getting bigger each time we do it. We decided to do something to help. Previously, you all probably, if you watched the videos, you would have remembered, I'm going to hang my mask up here. You would remember that we got the onion system here, right? There's the different layers of security for the birds, helps keep them all safe, keep them contained, and keep the predators at bay. Recently, we decided to expand the layers of the onion and add an additional resource to help keep everybody safe and contained and just, protected from predators so that they can enjoy their best life when they free range out on the property. To do this, we decided to get a friend for the chickens. More than a friend, it's their protector. We got a Livestock Guardian Dog, and this is Max. Max is about 1.5 years old. He's been here for a few weeks. He has been trained as a Livestock Guardian Dog. He's getting a little shy right now. And you can see we're in with the chickens. So over the last few days, we've just been checking his training, making sure that he is all good to go. And he's doing wonderful. He's doing absolutely amazing. So we have him in one of the chicken runs right now. We do switch him from group to group, make sure that everybody gets used to him. This group, they're not really bothered by him. They're still getting used to him, so they do stay away from him. As you can see, as we walk around, they kind of shy away. The other groups are a little bit more nervous around him, but they're doing great. He is a Great Pyrenees mixed with Anatolian Shepherd. Like I said, he's about 1.5 years old. He's going to fill out, and he'll end up probably being about 150 pounds. Look at that big head. Being about 150 pounds. His job will be to roam the property, watch the perimeter, and keep all the birds safe, especially when they're out in the field on pasture, way out there on the other side of the chicken runs, enjoying their life, whether it's the broilers or the egg layers. His job will be to keep everybody safe. As you can see, he is a big boy. When he stands up on his hind legs, he's probably about 6 feet tall. He's currently weighing about 120 pounds, and he's going to get bigger. Oh, that's it. He's saying hi. That's how he puts his paw up. Just know he wants attention. You may notice he's got 2 collars on. We'll be talking about that in future videos. But this is one of the things we've done to expand the security and keep all our birds safe and protected. See, look at that. Look how big he is when he gets up. I mean, that door is 6.5 feet tall, and when he gets up on his hind legs, his head goes up to about there on the sign. So I'd say about 5.5, 6 feet. He is a fair-sized boy. If you decide to get a Livestock Guardian dog, please note, it's not a set and forget kind of thing. Max has had lots of training before he came to us. He's been trained with many different animals, including chickens and turkeys, but goats, pigs, cows, a whole bunch of other things. It takes years to get them to the point where you saw Max is at, where he's able to go in with the chickens, not bother them, and just be a true Livestock Guardian dog. He still can't be left fully unattended with them. We do have cameras in there, and we're out all the time working during the day. So we keep an eye on him, make sure everything is going well. There's no issues. Training a Livestock Guardian dog is definitely different than your house dog or a protection dog. Correction styles are different. Patience is always needed with training any animals. And you got to make sure that the animals that he's going to protect and be in with know that he's part of the flock and not going to hurt them. So if you are considering getting a Livestock Guardian dog, just note, it's not a set and forget thing. Like I said, it does take years of training. Max already had about 1.5 years of training before coming to us, and we're continuing his training. He has to learn the property and to stay on the property. He has to learn what stock he has to protect. In our case, we've got birds, so chickens, turkeys, things like that, and where he can go and where he can't go. If you do get a Livestock Guardian dog or you're thinking of going down that road, please note that they're Livestock Guardian. They are meant to be outside. They can come in the house. You have different people who have different views on things like that. He does come in our house. We want him to get to know the cats and us and really understand where his home base is. But his main job is protecting the flock and being outside. So we continue his training, and the goal is to have him fully ready to be unattended with the animals by spring when we start our new broiler season. Between now and then, you guys will see update videos, you'll see different posts. We'll show how he's doing, what training we do with him. I'll explain the collars that you saw on him. He does have 2 collars on when he's outside, 2 different ones for different things. So we'll follow all up with that. But just remember, it takes a lot of work to get a dog to be where Max is at. It's years, and they're not fully ready until they're about 2 to 3 years old. Anywhere in there is when that light bulb moment, as I call it, goes off in their head, and they realize, oh, this is what I'm supposed to do, and this is how I'm supposed to act. But between now and then, we work with him, we show him patience, love, and we make sure that he knows that we're his humans, but he has stock. So our journey here at Modern Canadian Living continues to unfold. We've got lots to see and do, and so much more to show you. So as I've mentioned many times, do us a favor, make the YouTube algorithm happy, hit that like button, turn on those notifications, and follow us on YouTube and on Facebook. Till next time.